Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Ertugrul, which is a game in regards survive the chaos of the medieval era and set out on a mysterious journey to become the hero of the innocent. Now, pretty vague stuff, but you are going to be playing in medieval era, you're going to be farming, getting better, and I do believe eventually taking over the world. Now, this is an early access title, and this currently what we have is a demo of it. So let's talk about the requirements. First and foremost, the minimum GPU they want you to have is a GTX 1060 6GB version, and recommended GPU is RTX 3060. And the minimum CPU is a Intel i7 6700 or Ryzen 5 1600. Recommended CPU is 12th Gen i7 and a Ryzen 7 78X3D. So technically pretty decent requirements. Now, we're gonna be maxing this game out in 2K with an i9-99K and 4070 Ti. No vertical sync, no frame limiter. We're going with an ultra graphics preset, and the couple things I've noticed just going through the settings is global illumination. We will be using lumens, so that means we're gonna have real lightning effect essentially. If you remember the Pine Harbor, then this is kind of that level of technology being used, which is native to Unreal Engine to an extent. Outside of that, we're going with 100% resolution scale, no DLSS, no FSR, no super sampling, and obviously AMD's frame gen will come in handy if we cannot cut it. Outside of that, dynamic resolution by default is going to be turned off. So let's just jump into the new game. MSI upper left, and let's see how we're gonna get on with this. Obviously going with the cookie difficulty and with the chapter 1. Let's see. Okay, I do have to address the riding controls. They are very weird, specifically after coming from Red Dead Redemption. So what do we see? In real life, we're pulling 9.8 gigs of video memory, 10 gigs of RAM. We are slightly sub 60, but considering that we are literally maxing this game out in every possible setting, that's not too surprising. I am expecting us to drop frames pretty crazy here.
Atımı güvenli bir yere bağlamam gerek.
Almost like we're actually representing Mongols here. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Lead. Yeah, come on.
Sakin olasın kızım.
Into the night. Help those in need. Okay. Right, performance is kind of all over the place, but as I said, I was expecting this to happen, so not exactly very surprised.
İyi misin bacım?
Interesting. Right, I'm pretty sure if we disable the lumen, we would actually gain a good chunk of
Görünüşe göre o şeytan sürüsü Ermeni köyünden
frames here. We
geçmiş.
might actually do that in a second. Let's see if there's anything else going on, but so far it actually... I need to find a way in, of course. As per usual. We do have a roll. Can we climb? Guess we cannot climb. Right. Ah, we can climb on painted ledges. Okay, that's good enough.
Bunlar bir canavar. Yeniden geldiler.
İyi misin?
Okay, so the baseline of the performance is actually not too bad with everything cranked out. I would say, you know, it kind of runs as expected, really. Very hard to nail down performance on pretty open world game with a lot of graphical details being put in at the same time. But yeah, even looking at the ground doesn't give us any frame boost, so that's more about the game engine itself. Usually if there's any limitation for GPU or CPU, if you look at something that there's nothing to render, you will see an FPS spike, and that's not happening here. Also, this feels like we're about to have our first combat encounter somewhere, so let's hurry it up and see how that's gonna go for us.
Ne olur canımızı bağışla.
Kork.
Destructible tutorial, I see.
Yıkmayasınız. Yakıp yıkmaya değil. Size yardım etmeye geldim. Yardım isteyen kişiyi hemen bulmalıyım.
I mean, destructible environment by itself is very taxing because everything needs to be calculated at any given moment when it's gonna break, what's the weight, what's the consistency of it, so not too surprised that this has happened. So let's navigate to that poor person.
Onu kurtarmalıyım.
There we go.
Seni kurtaramayacağız diye çok korktuk Flora. Tanrı'ya şükürler olsun ki yeniden bizimlesin.
İyi misin? İyiyim.
Canını kurtardığın için minnettarız sana.
Ben sadece yapmam gerekeni yaptım.
Kimsin sen? Neden bana yardım ettin?
Aslında keşifteydim. Arkadaşlarımı arardım. Fakat çığlıklarına duyarsız kalamadım. Hepsi bu. Ayrıca şu an kim olduğumun hiçbir önemi yok. Mühim olan senin güvende olman.
Ama yine de...
Zamanı geldiğinde öğrenirsin. Size bu caniliği kim yaptı Flora?
Moğollar. Daha ne olduğunu bile anlayamadan aniden köyümüze baskın yaptılar. geçim kaynağımız olan at arabasını yağmalamak istediler. Her ne kadar direnmeye çalışsak da herkesi merhametsizce kılıçtan geçirdiler. Babam, annem, kardeşim. Hepsi gözlerimin önünde acımasızca katledildiler. Bense hiçbir şey yapamadım.
Senin adına çok üzgünüm. Lakin endişe etme. Yaşadıklarına şahit olunca Moğollara karşı içimde yanan öfke, intikam ateşimi daha da körükledi.
Eğer o esir olmasaydı kim bilir belki ben de ailem gibi çoktan ölmüştüm.
Esir mi?
Evet. Yanlarında tutsak ettikleri bir Türk vardı.
Ona ne oldu peki?
Beni Moğol nökerlerinin elinden kurtardı. Sonra bir daha görmedim.
Kim olduğu hakkında bir malumatın var mı?
Hayır ama zırhının üzerinde kayı damgası var.
Hangi yöne doğru gittiler?
Kuzey yönüne doğru gittiklerini gördüm.
Verdiğiniz ipuçları için hepinize minnettarım. Kalın sağlıcakla. Yoluma devam etmeliyim.
Okay, I was kind of under the impression that we are
Aradığım
partaking in the
arkadaşlarımdan biri
Mongols, but
olabilir.
apparently Mongols are now the
Atımın
opposing race for us. Right, anyway, let's see if we can prove my theory correct. No one's gonna use shadows, let's be real here. Temporal scaled. That's not... FXA is my favorite. Details is fine. I don't want lumen. Screen space off. Let's leave that screen space. No need for motion blur. No need for depth of field. Bloom is good. No need for vignette. This is not gonna affect frame rate in any shape or form. Vignette sharpening is off. Resolution scale 100 and nothing for DLSS. So let's see if we gain frames. A little bit. The game might not have too much frames in its pocket, but it definitely feels much more responsive now. Obviously because the lumen is no longer taxing out whichever poor cores the GPU had. But yeah, outside of that, even with this, and let's be real, so the rest of the settings are still on ultra, I would want to say that technically by fine-tuning them a little bit further, and considering this game is still in progress, hence early access, I would want to say there's very little left to polish it out for full performance. So honestly, no, I can't really fault that the game is not performing well. For the scale of the game currently, little dips here and there, which is just an engine optimization bit, that is fine. And so far this already looks a bit promising. If you ever played, obviously you have probably played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, this seems like this might be a contender for it. Okay, can you jump? Yes, the horse is unable to can. Okay. We defeated the treacherous burning fence.
Onların gittiği yönden emin olmak için etrafı incelemem gerek.
I do have the wolf instinct, okay.
Bu damga Moğollara ait. Ama ilerleyişim için daha farklı emarelere ihtiyacım var. Bulduğum nalın eşlerine ait olan izler işimi kolaylaştırabilir.
I think we're kind of done here. Now just following the footsteps, fair enough.
Toynak izleri. Doğru yolda olduğumun işareti. Bulduğum nal demek ki bu atın ayağından düşmüş.
Oh, come on, horse. Press H to call horse. This is pretty much Red Dead Redemption level of things.
Sungur Tekin'in madalyonu. Muhtemelen Flora'yı kurtaran esir oydu. Karşı tarafa geçmenin bir yolunu bulmam icap eder. Bu sayede Sungur Tekin'e ulaşabilirim.
I see no way around that way, so let's go this way. So yeah, I don't know. Honestly, pretty playable. Excuse me. Oh. The trucks are in the middle of the air, but hey, early access, am I right? I mean, this is nothing new. The horse is kinda acting like there's some collision going on with the footprints, but all of this can be ironed out. Probably it's just a placement of them, not even like there's an actual collision with the footprints. You know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Playable, definitely would actually take away certain things from majority of all the other settings there, but outside of that, I think this is pretty promising at the moment.
Şimdi de Turgut'un baltasıyla Ertuğrul'un kılıcı. Kafam oldukça karıştı. Sungur
Sword
Tekin'i
and
kurtarmaya
axe. Okay.
çalışan
Also, the frame rate has gone up a little bit since we're out of the populated areas, so
Yoksa hepsi öldü mü?
again, little tiny bit of optimization, we would be in a clear here. And as you can see, it looks actually pretty decent, to be fair. I would expect majority of the early access titles to just be completely,
Palanının habercisi
you know,
olabilir.
in a very bad shape when they launch, but this is not the case.
Şimdi rahatlıkla gözlem yapabilirim.
And we're going to be using the hill to observe, so we can plan the attack, and then it's going to be probably the stealth or combat tutorial, which is not bad at all. Like, this should be the way games are easing you into the mechanics. We already know we can lead the horse, we can examine, we have the wolf stuff. Nah, pretty decent. But anyway, this game's demo is obviously available on Steam. Go download it, take it for a spin, see which settings work for you best, which graphical settings work for you best. And this actually might be a pretty decent game when it finally releases in its final shape and form.
İninize girmeden işin aslı ayyuka çıkmayacak. Hayma Ana ve Flora'ya verdiğim sözü yerine getirmeden de Kayı Obası'na dönmeyeceğim.
But yeah, not to spoil anything else, this is all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.
Hızlan Turgut, hadi! Turgut'u karşıla Meryem. Ertuğrul! Ya hak!